Hi, my name is Adama. I'm a 27-year-old homeschool mother of 4, just sharing things I've learned along the way. So this video specifically is going to be speaking on hybrid schools and what it means to homeschool with a hybrid school. I think a lot of parents are interested in homeschool, especially around this time of year. We've just entered into summer. There are a lot of parents who are thinking, what if I don't register my kid for public school next year? What if we decide to leave the public school system and homeschool? But those parents might be afraid that their kid's gonna miss out on certain aspects of traditional schooling that have nothing to do with academics, but they might be thinking about field day, field trips, end of year graduations, the things like that. And I'm here to tell you, hybrid school might be able to help. So we actually hybrid school with a school that specializes in the arts, but they also do have an academic option. We currently do all of our own academic education with our kids. When I say academic, I mean the 4 core studies. So I mean your English language arts, your math, your social studies, and your science. Currently we do those things at home with our kids, but I do not do the electives, which I think are still a very important part of a well-rounded education, and they are just not something that I feel I'm able to consistently fit into my school day. So I do opt to send my kids to a hybrid school that can help in that department. We currently homeschool with a school that does education focusing on the arts. So this year my kids were able to do drama, music, and visual arts, and they did that with their hybrid school, which was a physical school building they went to with other students. They had teachers who were trained in those subjects. So they had an art teacher with a fine arts degree. They had a drama teacher with a theater degree, and I think that was something that was a great opportunity. I'm very glad that we found that place because my kids love the arts, and they got to go and have time with other students who also loved the arts. It is a private school, so we did pay tuition for those subjects, but the tuition is nowhere close to the tuition we would have paid for a full-time school that also has arts programs of that caliber. Because we were only paying for the arts courses and the arts instruction, the tuition is much more reasonable. And it is something that worked for us. That same school does also have the option for hybrid schooling with academic subjects. Academic subjects, again, being the 4 core English, language arts, math, science, and social studies. And the students that attend the hybrid school for academic instruction, they would go 2 days a week for academic courses, and the school actually does the selection of curriculum. And then the other 3 days a week, the students would have scheduled homework that they would be expected to do at home or with whoever their other instructor is for the rest of the week, most likely a parent at home though. And then the next week they would bring back the instruction that was for home and pick up where they left off. That is a car engine popping in the background, y'all. We've also participated with a hybrid school that did a mix of the two, where you would send your student for a full day of school with the on-campus teachers, and then it would be a variety of school day things mixed in. So they might have a music class, but also they might have a time period where they're working with a student in math lab, and math lab might have you bring in your home curriculum for math, but the teacher on campus will work with your student on whatever curriculum you have chosen. So there are different types of hybrid schools. There are hybrid schools that will help you with just things like being able to send your student to the end of year pre-K graduation, the field trip, the field day, things like that. There are also hybrid schools that exist in the same facilities as a full-time private school. So your student might be doing 1 day a week with kids who are also on campus 5 days a week. So they have that interaction with kids who are doing a different school model than them. They have a chance to interact with kids who are living a different lifestyle, and a well-rounded interaction of peers, I would say. But definitely, if you're looking for homeschool with traditional school things, hybrid school could be something that works for you.